What was it like working with Hogan?
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Well, I met Hulk in the WWF in 1980. I had already been, like I said, I had already been the WWF and worked with Bruno and Bobby Backlund, everybody. So anyway, I had left and went back to Charlotte, North Carolina, the Crockett promotion and the old NWA down there. So I stayed there for about a year. And then I came back 1980, New Year's Day. And they were having TV at the old fairgrounds over in Allentown. And so when I came in, I came into the airport, a couple baggage handlers at the airport, that I knew who they were. They knew me, from 3-4 years ago. Hey, Patera, we got a new guy in the WWF, Hulk Hogan. You ever hear of him? I said, nope. He said, well, he come through here about 4 hours ago. I get in there, I got over to the arena and I meet Hulk Hogan. The Wild Samoans were just coming in to the territory. And at that time, Vince Jr. was kind of helping his dad in a bigger capacity. And they wanted to make Hulk Hogan their gold star type of guy. But the only problem with that, they had promised Bobby Backlund a 5-year run with the championship belt. And at that time, Backlund only had the belt for 3 years. So he still had a couple of years on his deal. And so when did Hulk Hogan beat or win the championship? Was it 82 or 83?
84.
Oh, 84.
Yep.
Also, they left the belt on Backlund for like 7 years.
It was 78 to 83, 77, 83. I mean, it was Backlund lost it December 83. Hogan won it January 84.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, because the Iron Sheik was in between.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How'd you like working with Hulk?
So anyway, I knew Hulk, but I never worked with him in the WWF. So I went on, for another 1.5 years or so. I was doing like a freelance type. I wrestled for every major promoter in the country. Me and Bruiser Brody. You remember Bruiser Brody?
Of course.
And the other guy that did that to a lesser extent was Dusty Rhodes.
Mhm.
Because I'd bump into those two guys all over the country. And then finally, I came back to the AWA in Minneapolis. Well, at that time, Hulk Hogan had come into the AWA from the WWF. And he had been here for 4 or 5 months, I guess, at that time. And so Gagne tells me, how would you like to work with Hulk Hogan? Do you know him? I said, yeah, I know Hulk. I met him back in the WWF back in 1980. And he says, okay, well, I want you guys to work a program. We're just going to do a couple test shows. If it goes good, then we'll. I said, oh yeah, it's going to go good. We sold out everywhere. we were together 4 or 5 times a week for months. Everywhere we went, we sold out. And he was over, I was over. I mean, it was nonstop. So anyway, Hulk comes to me one day and says, "Hey, Ken, Vince wants me to come back to the WWF as their champion." I said, "Well, you better jump on that one right now because there'll never be another opportunity." And so he says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, really." He said, "God, I really like working for Gagne here. We only work, 17, 18 days a month. The pay's good." I said, "Yeah, but you're going to have bigger opportunities." Say, "Well, that's what Vince is promising me everything." I says, "Well, Vince told me in 1980 that the reason he brought you in because he thought that he's going to make you the gold star of the WWF and of all wrestling." Vince knew where he wanted to take wrestling.
Right.
So he was a real visionary. So I have to give him credit for that. And then he turned into somewhat of a fucking prick, as far as I was concerned. Well, a lot of guys. I wasn't the only one that had, some bad feelings for him. So anyway, people say, "Hey, Patera, why aren't you in the WWF Hall of Fame?" I said, "Because that's Vince McMahon's imagination. That's where the Hall of Fame resides, is in Vince's head."
Right.
And I'm not part of that. God, yeah, if anybody should be there, you should be there. I said, "It doesn't break my heart not to be in his fucking Hall of Fame."
You're not losing sleep over it, Ken?
Huh?
You're not losing sleep over it?
No.